Hello. It's Friday. I'm exhausted. There's energy in a can that I plan on taking advantage of. Two things really, I guess, that I wanted to discuss this morning. One thing is just taking pictures. There's still this misunderstanding rolling around that people get upset over you just taking pictures. My wife loves to take pictures. She takes pictures all the damn time. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. When I take pictures, nobody cares. It's amazing how much nobody cares, because we don't do it in an offensive kind of manner. So it's not the just taking pictures part, it's the way that you're taking the pictures. In regards to the video I did yesterday on that ordinance in Florida, I think it was 40 Sayers said something along the lines of, but if parents are watching their kids play a ball game at the park and they want to take photos of it and they're not allowed to, people aren't going to stand for that. And who do you think is going to get upset over parents taking pictures of their kids playing at the park? I can assume that maybe, like, if you look suspicious or something, if people don't like you and they think maybe you're eyeballing the kids to steal one, maybe they'll approach you. But smile and, hey, that's my kid playing. I'm just filming my kid playing ball, and that problem goes away. The public isn't going to stand for it is also a strange way of approaching it, because the public doesn't seem to be standing for First Amendment auditors. Generally speaking, there's no huge outcry of support. Again, we haven't seen that fire station shut down that arrested Furry. There's your sign. Then I watched a video from Granite State this morning. I don't know why. I could always tell immediately if Granite State puts it up, it's just going to irritate the shit out of me. The question posed is basically along the lines of the Fusion Center isn't really all about transparency. Nobody is 100% for transparency. If someone walked up to you and just wanted to check to see what kind of underwear you're wearing, you wouldn't be all about depending on how good looking the other person was or how thirsty you were, maybe. But you get what I'm saying. No one is 100% about transparency. And slogans are slogans. If someone says we're all about transparency, there's caveats in there. It's a slogan. I'm all about free speech, but I'm not about child porn, There's caveats in there. Granite State is lazy. And I'm not just saying that to be mean. I'm saying that to illustrate a difference. If Jeff Gray would have been doing what Granite State was attempting to do, he wouldn't have been trying to film a sign as a public records request. A sign is not a record. A sign is a sign. You don't have a right to film it just because it has words written on it. It's not a public record. Jeff Gray would have known what he was going to ask for before he went in there instead of fumbling for it. He would have rolled in asking for a very specific thing. He would understand how that particular state law works in whatever state that Grant was doing this in. I don't really know or care. He wouldn't have beat around the bush with other issues. He would have been direct, polite, and to the point. And that point would be to get to access and photograph a public record, an actual record, a sign-in sheet, and the last 6 months of inspection reports. He would know they have it. He would know he'd have a right to it, and he would ask for it immediately and up front. Wouldn't beat around the bush. He wouldn't walk away saying, "Oh, well, if the major's looking for us, we're going to be filming personal vehicles." Number one, that's a stupid thing to do, and number two, you're just affirming that major's suspicion that you're just there for the drama. Just there for the drama. Nothing accomplished. You don't have any right to be in there. Just because they let you in the past doesn't mean they have to let you in the future. It is obviously a controlled access facility. Very well pointed out that you needed to buzz in or swipe in. I mean, and they had no business being there. A fusion center is not a police station. A police station you can go to make a crime report or something like that. Get your property back, something. That's not what happens at fusion centers. And one of the lasting legacies of Earl is now everybody thinks that fusion centers are some nefarious things. They're just places that hold multiple agencies, buildings that hold multiple agencies, to allow those multiple agencies to work together, because sometimes some crimes in some areas bleed over into other areas. Criminals don't respect county lines or state lines. It's nothing nefarious. Oh, you're going to report me to the fusion center. Next thing you know, I'm going to be on a terrorist watch list. Bah! Earl's retarded. So anyway, that's my morning rant. If it was only about filming, to recap, if it was only about filming, then we would be left with those initial videos that sucked most of us into this, where somebody was simply filming, wasn't doing nothing wrong but filming, and got hassled by the cops. We don't see that anymore. 99.9% of all the videos that are put out is now an auditor acting like an asshole, causing drama, trying to get attention, trying to get clicks, trying to get views, being mouthy, being obnoxious, being in people's faces. And recap point number 2 is Granite is lazy and fusion centers aren't open to the public. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.